In 1898, Admiral Alfred von Tirpitz would commission the passing of new naval legislation that would expand the German Navy rapidly and decisively. One of the ship classes that would arise from this initiative would be the Konig class battleship, whose name translates to king in English. The designing of the ship class would begin in 1910, and the first and namesake ship was laid down in 1911. Armed with 12-inch naval rifles with a maximum weight of 29,200 tons, and equipped with a 13-inch armor belt and an extra layer of armor for dealing with torpedoes, it was the largest German battleship class ever made at that point in Germany's naval history, not to mention its myriad of secondary weapon systems. The namesake ship of this class would be the SMS Konig, and it would be launched in 1913, only 1 year before the beginning of the Great War. The Konig class would see use in German naval operations in the North Sea, but it would be in the Battle of Jutland where they would really test their mettle. The Konig herself would take savage damage. Over 45 crewmen would lose their lives. However, her and her sisters would contribute to the sinking of the British cruiser, the Defiance. The Konig would eventually take her own life. That is to say that she was scuttled after a clash with a Russian battleship in 1917 left her and one of her sister ships heavily damaged. And perhaps, with what was to follow, it was good that she would be laid to rest rather than devoured for parts or retrofitted by the darkness that was to come. Hello, everybody. Uh, Daybroken Saint here. First time saying my YouTube username in a YouTube video that I have produced. This is World of Warships, a naval combat game that I enjoy playing, and this is what I'm doing when I don't have any other projects I'm working on. Part 4 of Empire at War is coming out, but at the current moment, I wanted to give you guys a video or something to watch and something new to look at. You know, I play mostly Empire at War for YouTube, but you know, like I said in my post, and in part 4 of Empire at War, which I still need to finish editing, I want to diversify. I want to play other stuff. So here I am playing World of Warships. But at the current moment, I'm grinding German battleships because I want to. And also because for the Americans, I chose the Nebraska, which is an aviation battleship. It's a mix of supporting your team and doing damage. It's basically a support battleship, but German battleships, as I've been told by my friends, very helpful friends, that they're made to brawl because they have ridiculous secondary range. They have a lot of secondaries. If you zoom in here, you can see the casemate guns going along the side of the Koning, and that's what this ship is. This is the Koning, which is German for king, or the Konig. The Konig. It's German for king, not Koning. Konig. I also have the October Revolution here. I managed to buy it with coal, which is one of the premium resources in the game. It's a Tier 5 Russian battleship. It looks interesting. It's very flat, but that's because it's an old-style dreadnought. As you can see, it also has casemate guns. That's what these are, by the way. These are casemate guns. They are set into the side of the hull in a case, and that's why they're called casemate guns, as opposed to turrets, which are, you know, set into turreted mounts. Now, this is a lot of AA for an early style dreadnought. I can only assume that it was retrofitted either just before or during the Second World War, if it even saw service at all. But enough about the ships. Let's get into the gameplay. Tech tree. I am close to unlocking the Bayern, which is the next tier German battleship. As you can see, it's big, chunky casemate guns, seaplane launcher on the top of it, big old turrets, wide hull. This thing is meant to get in and shoot the enemy in the face, where it really hurts. Alright. If you notice, I can research it, but I can't buy it. If I research a ship, I want to buy it, so I can start playing it immediately. Anyway, let's get in to the battle. Alright, here we are on the battlefield with 10 seconds left on the pre-game clock. We are on this map, which divides the team in two. This always devolves into one team smashes the other side and then sails down here to help the other team, or both sides just kind of end up smashing against each other like two glass hammers. And as we can see, the enemy has begun to reveal themselves. That's an enemy battleship over there. So we hold right click, that gives us free look, and we can zoom in and look at our boat. We chop up the water. I am under no illusions that for the majority of Germany's history as a nation, their navy sucked. I am simply grinding these ships because I've done a lot of grinding with America, and I wanted to try out another country. That was a good hit on that enemy ship over there. My other turrets are transversing. Is that an Italian ship? It is. That means they're hitting us with semi-armor piercing rounds, which I think are, I think they are Italy's special shells, which means that they are very, very hurtful. If you're wondering where these shells are coming from, it's out of the smoke, because there is a frigging ship in there somewhere, and I want them to go away. But they will not go away, because they have the advantage. Ooh, torpedoes. This might be the end. The matches can actually end this quickly if you friggin' take enough damage. As you can see, I took a lot of damage just now. We did some more damage on that ship over there. We are on fire again. This is not going well for us. We're gonna lower down our throttle. The enemy battleship is like right here. Fantastic. It is a... I can't tell. I don't know what that flag is. Let's hit him with it though. Decent amount of damage. And as you can see, we are firing more shells now. That's because our secondaries have come into range, and also the rest of our battery has maneuvered to be over this way. And we have exploded. So that was not the best battle, but there's always the next. Alright, here we are in our second battle. Time on the clock is 5 seconds before it starts. We are on this map again. And I believe instead of charging directly at the enemy like a fool, I am going to make my way towards the other end of the map. Also, if you ever start playing World of Warships, some good knowledge to have is that your throttle is going to be constant. It's on a setting. You press S to lower it, you press W to raise it. And by pressing E and Q, you can lock yourself into turning vectors for constant rotation, or just so you can turn without having to hold down on the button. Enemy battleship over there. That's a Japanese battleship, which means that it has great acceleration on its shells and big range. Now, in World of Warships, each faction generally has something that they are pretty good at. Who's behind me right now? Oh. Are you a premium ship, or have I been up-tiered? I have been slightly up-tiered, so I think that's a German ship from later in the tech tree. As I was saying, each faction kind of has something that they're good at. Like, Britain is very good at setting people on fire. Like I've said in the beginning, Germany is very good at brawling. And Japan and its battleships are sniper rifles on the water. I am on fire. They are waterborne sniper rifles. They have great shell acceleration. They have great range. They're floating sniper rifles. I don't know how accurate that is to real life, but that's how it's portrayed in the game. That's an enemy destroyer. He's probably trying to drop torpedoes on us. Hello there. I can't help but notice that you are definitely trying to drop some torpedoes on me right now. What if we hit him with the old yoinky sploinky? The Germans also have ridiculous range on their secondary guns. Torpedoes? Oh god. Turn, 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 turn. Yes, we avoided the torpedoes. Excellent work. Why am I on fire? Oh, I'm being shot at. Are you about to get hit by torpedoes, big man? Ooh, we took out an enemy ship. Awesome. We are being shot at. The enemy carrier was supposed to be around here somewhere. If I could take it out, that would be a... There it is. What are you? Ranger. That's an American carrier. I don't think I can hit him from this angle. But if we go carrier hunting, if we push this objective, we could be a tremendous asset to our team. And that's one thing that I don't understand, is when people play a team-based game and then they think that they can get through it without being a team. That is confusing to me, personally, on a personal level. Why an enemy cruiser is shooting at us. I'm in a battleship, by the way. I know I said I was grinding German battleships, but I've mentioned all these cruiser classes. I feel remiss if I did not mention that I am currently in a battleship right now. I have been hit by a torpedo, but that's okay, because we can repair. Also, in case you didn't notice, yes, torpedoes do a lot of damage. Besides just the main gun on your ship, if you can hit someone with a torpedo, it's kind of like kicking them in the proverbial nuts and bolts. It does immense damage, and they will hate you for the rest of their life. Oh, enemy battleship. The enemy battleship is being a team player. He's coming to save his carrier. Good job. Actual Chad behavior. Those torpedoes are going to hurt. Okay, if we turn, we can bring our other guns to bear. We totally just got missed by a freaking devious citadel, which is basically the naval equivalent to a headshot. Alright, we went down to flooding. But we tried our best, and that's all one can really hope for when you are in what appears to be a losing battle. Alright, here we are. Finally on a different map. This one appears to have lots of islands, which we can use for cover. Let's take a look at our team. Another aircraft carrier, Japanese battleship, English battleship, Italian cruiser, Chinese cruiser, Soviet cruiser, German cruiser, German cruiser, German cruiser, and one Japanese destroyer and a German U-boat. Outstanding work, gentlemen, truly. The enemy aircraft carrier is already sending out its demonic hell spawn to scout the battlefield. Alright. For about 2.5 seconds, it appears that I spotted the enemy team. Oh, there they are. If you direct your attention to the minimap, you can see that it does light up with where ships were once seen. So you can kind of triangulate, depending on how they're moving, where they're going to be. Now, this is for purely gameplay purposes, because I feel like if you can't see a giant warship on the ocean with your eyes, you're kind of a bad sailor. Because the ocean, it's kind of flat. I mean, it's not really, like, actually truly flat, physics and all that, but, I mean, it's basically flat for all intents and purposes. I feel like if you can't see a ship on the ocean, enemy! Enemy submarine! Kill it! I don't have the range on my friggin' depth charge plane! An enemy submarine is hiding around there. I hate you, enemy submarine. Now, I'm not sure how many naval battles actually took place in areas like this. I feel like most of them just took place over the open ocean. Enemy submarine, there it is! Fire everything! Sure. Surely we damaged it. Is it gonna miss? It's gonna miss. Get Shrek'd, submarine. That one's definitely gonna hit. Nope. No radar lock on my boat. Okay. If this is how we're gonna do it, then you get a seaplane. Where are you? Are you like right there? Apparently I've caused flooding. I think I hit him. There he is. I can't shoot him, my guns are not reloaded. Also, I have taken a hefty amount of damage. Defended. Up, 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 up. Come on, turrets, transverse. Transverse, turrets! Hit him! Oh, I weaved in between those enemy torpedoes. I did not mean to do that. Oh. Oh, say, can you see? The situation is not good. I can see you. Enjoy the seaplane. Torpedoes off Steuerboot. Make the turn. Alright, we've not radar locked anymore, which is good. This destroyer is far too confident. There he goes! Someone else got him, not us. But we helped. Enemy planes. Ouch. Frickin' mosquitoes, not the bees! I got obliterated. Oh well. We assisted in destroying the enemy submarine, so that was fun. Where are we in free cam? There we go. Who else is on our team? Submarine. Aircraft carrier. This guy. Iron Duke. Big ol' English battleship. Japanese ship, as you can tell by the flag. Taranto. Good old Italian Navy ship. I don't know what the deal is with the Italian Navy and their giant painted bows. It's kind of like, hey, hit me here. Alright, here we are on the next battlefield. Nice evening shot. Nice free look. See the sun shining off of our ship. General quarters.
Let's give them a hard time.
Yeah. If you look, you can see dolphins jumping around our ship. It's because dolphins like to jump in boat wakes. I've seen it personally myself. It's quite the thing to see. Enemy destroyer spotted. He's very far away. I don't know if I'd actually be able to hit him. What if we just took a pot shot? Just a little bit of a Hail Mary. Like, can I hit him at all? No. I think he slowed down there near the end. Yeah, because now he's using smoke, so he's hiding his presence. He's also probably trying to capture that point right there. Which, I mean, smart play. Smart play. But I have yet to see any more enemy ships. I mean, they're on the minimap. I've detected them, but I don't know where they are. Oh, there's a cruiser right there. Howdy.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship. Well, what warship? What, the destroyer? I think you can handle that yourself. For those of you who are still watching and are curious about what these little symbols at the top mean, they are designations for ship classes. The little arrows are destroyers, the chunky arrows with a line through them are cruisers, the chunky arrows with 2 lines through them are battleships, and the chunky arrows with 2 bars are aircraft carriers. There aren't any in this match, but the small arrows with the lines in the back are submarines. What's this guy saying in the chat? CVs is a ship class designed for idiots. I don't know why it's in all caps. Just had to set the record straight. Ooh, a juicy, delicious enemy aircraft carrier. Transverse guns, transverse. Oh, that might be money. That might be friggin' bank money. Ooh, 6,000 damage on the enemy aircraft carrier. But he's very well defended right now.
All stations requesting fire support.
All stations requesting fire support. Jolly old English ship. Oh, never mind. He's sailing backwards and the island is just covering him. He's not. Ooh, hi, destroyer. You probably just dropped a whole bunch of torpedoes on me. To quote General Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello there.
All stations concentrate.
I was right. He did drop torpedo. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Youch. That hurt. If you ever play this game, please always assume that every time you see a destroyer, they've already dropped torpedoes on you. Ooh, 7,000 damage. Good hit. And that was a miss. He's out of my range. Despite the smack talk from earlier, carriers are actually insanely helpful. They provide ship damage, they provide spotting. They can actually do crazy damage if you use them successfully. All in all, they are a ship that you should want on your team and not harass for no reason. Because CV players receive a lot of hate for apparently no reason. Also, I forgot that I can just deploy my seaplane and extend my range. Alright, those were some good shots. He's going full sideways now. So let's adjust our course and also go sideways so that we can meet him. Those torpedoes look like they might hit him. Nope. Just a little bit of a creeping barrage just to test out the range. Boom. Alright, one of those shells actually hit him. Destroyers are also very helpful. Every ship class fills a role, but destroyers and carriers are very helpful. Just, you know, because of what they are. Like, They're used for spotting, and destroyers can actually deal, like, insane damage because of their torpedoes. Same thing with carriers. Carrier torpedoes are also decent sources of damage, especially if you're Japanese. They have long lance torpedoes, and those are very good. And we won via points. Our first victory! Huzzah! Alright, welcome back to port, where if we enter the tech tree, we can see that we can buy and research the Bayern. Cha-ching. Would you look at that? Big new ship, big new turrets, big new tier. And I believe that this is going to be the end of this video. If you've been watching, thank you very much. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Remember, it's all about voluntarily helping. That's what charity's about. Yeah. Have a good day, and auf Wiedersehen.